Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out the best UX and UI design resources for inspiration for this year. Before we get started with the video, I am hosting a UX and UI design demo class this Sunday online. So if you want to take part in that, registration is free. You can go ahead and register. I'll have the link in the description. So the first tool is very useful. It's called Mobbin.design. And it has a plethora of various application design interfaces that you can check out and get inspiration from. They also have a lot of patterns included in this. Of course, they have a library section, so you can create your own custom library. For example, you can create a music library in this case. I will search for something like Spotify now, and as you can see, there is the result Spotify. Under this, there is of course all the screens, each and every single screenshot of each and every screen. From here, you can go ahead and save to your library, or you can then go ahead and check out the category, which is music. If I click on this, it will basically filter all the different applications based on the category. In this case, it's music. They also have a section called patterns. And what this is all about is it shows you single items. So in this case, I'll search login. And under this, you have all the login screens of all the different applications. So if you're working on one single project, say a login screen, this feature will really help you to, filter out things. Of course, they have a categories section. So you can filter by categories as well. So for example, in this case, I want food and drink. So it'll show me all the different food and drink applications, things like Instacart, Uber Eats, stuff like that. So the next useful resource is called Boxes and Arrows, and this is specifically made for UX design. On this website, you will find various kind of categories. In this case, there are things like case studies. Under case studies, you will find all various different kind of articles pertaining to case studies, how to write them, the best practices and stuff like that. You will also find a lot of interface-based design principles and a lot of articles based on design in general. This is a great website for you to learn as well. So this is not only for inspiration, but for learning as well. Go check out boxesandarrows.com. That's what it is. So the next tool is called nice.co. Not nice, but nice.co. And inside this website, you will find a lot of different mood boards and design boards of various different companies and popular brands as well. Inside this website, there's something called inspiration. If I click on inspiration, it'll take me to this page, which kind of looks a lot like Behance and Dribbble. If Behance and Dribbble had a baby, this would be that website. Of course, I can search for something specific as well. For example, I'll search for onboarding, and under onboarding, I will get various examples of onboarding screens as well as onboarding GIFs and MP4s, which you can use for motion design inspiration as well. And if I click on this little wave up there, it'll show me similar designs. So for example, I like a certain design, I'll click on more like this or this little wave on the top right. I really like that. That's a very unique feature that this website has. Okay, so this next website is very important because this is where I started my design journey from. It's called uplabs.com. And uplabs.com is much like Dribbble or Behance, and it allows you to post different designs. Under this, I can browse by say something like Adobe XD, and whichever designs have been made with Adobe XD, you will see those designs right here. Now each design, if I open each design up, there will be an XD file attached to it. As you can see, it says free here on the right, and it says you can download it and you can work it with Adobe XD. Some designs even have multiple source files. They might even have things like Photoshop and Sketch. They might have made it on multiple platforms, and these creators have put it up for you to download and use it with your favorite software. So not only is this site for finding inspiration, but for also downloading based on different software, whichever one you like. Of course, they have something called challenges, which really puts it apart from Behance and Dribbble. They have weekly challenges, and you can always see these challenges. They'll send you a notification on your email. And under this, as you can see, there are 4 active challenges with hundreds of participants each. And if you submit it, whoever wins gets a bunch of likes. And not only that, you can even sell your designs for a certain amount of money. So that will really help you out. The next website is called usabilitygeek.com. And for my UX people out there, this is the perfect website. It has 3 or 4 topics: UX guidelines, UX tools. And under each of these, they have a bunch of articles. This is that one-stop shop for everything UX and usability. Now, for anybody designing a website, awards.com is a very important website because they show award-winning designs on their website or on their portal. Of course, if you're a designer, you can even submit to them and they will judge, as in this case, they have this jury website reviews. If you want, you can always submit to this website as well. Now, this amazing resource called usepanda.com combines all the websites that I've spoken of and more into one website. Yes, you can use Dribbble, Behance, Product Hunt, TechCrunch, Medium, all these websites in one page. You don't have to navigate to one or the other design page. You can just do it with one website. As you can see, I see all my Dribbble feed inside this website without having to navigate to Dribbble itself. I'm sure Dribbble will hate me after this, but this is a very cool website. What's great about this website is I can add my own websites. If I have a favorite website, for example, there's something called landbook.com, which is basically landing sites designs. I can just type it in here. It will search it for me. And as you can see, I can add it once it searches it for me. I can always add it onto this website itself. Of course, this will work only if you're logged in. You can save all your favorite websites in one place. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, then go ahead and quickly hit that thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. That really helps me grow, and also click that bell icon right next to the subscribe button. I'll see you guys every Monday and Thursday, same time. God bless.